Let's take a look at this problem. It's a medium one. It's of 3rd March, 5th March. It's called as check if number is the sum of power of 3. So we will be given an integer n. We have to return true if it's possible to represent n as number of distinct power of 3. So we will break a number into powers of 3. I mean the addition of these powers. Otherwise, we'll return false here. An integer y is a power of 3 if there exists an integer x such that y is 3 to the power x. Okay, so our y will be the value of this and x will be the power of the integer 3 we will break the number into. Okay, we will break the number into the powers of 3 like this and then add it to our given n. So here 12 is given, so we break the number into like this and 91 into powers like this. Okay, here we can't repeat the powers. If suppose we have used the power of 1 and power 2, so we will not repeat it. We have to use different every time we are breaking it. So let's take a look at the hint here. Actually there are many approaches for this question, so we will take a look at how at the hints to see that which approach we will use here. So here it's said that the number cannot be represented as a sum of powers of 3 if its ternary representation has 2 in it. Okay, so we will approach this problem by breaking the integer into ternary representation. So it's just like a binary representation. Instead of binary, we are breaking it into ternary. Okay, we'll now take a look at the first example here. We are given n is 12. Now we will check if we can break this number into a power of 3 successfully or not. Otherwise, we will return false here. So we have 12 here, right? The maximum power of 3 that we can use here is 2, right? 3 square is 9. Okay, if we would take 3 to power 3, it will be 27, right? So 27 is larger than our n, so we will only take a power of 2 here. We are left with 12 minus 9 is 3, so we can also take 3 power 1 here. Okay, so by adding this we will are getting our n here. So 3 to the power 1 and 3 square. So we will output true here because we were able to successfully break the number into power of 3. In the second example, we are getting 91. So firstly we will try with the I think we can take here power of 4, right? 9 into 9 is 81. Okay, if we would take power of 5 here, so it will be greater than 91, which we can't take here. So after that we can try with power of 3 here. Okay, we will get 27, but now the sum will be greater than our 91 number, so it is not feasible to take power of 3. Now we will try with our second I mean power of 2. We get 9 here. Okay, so now we will add this and check what we get 90. Again now the number was 91, so we are short one number. Okay, so now we take 1 here. Now again when we add these 3, we are getting a larger number than 91, so again we can't take this. Now we'll try with power 0. This will be 1. So now when we add this and this, we are getting our number 91, so we will return true here. Okay, so now we'll think this question with the ternary approach as I mentioned earlier. So our number is 91, right? So what we'll do, we will now use ternary operator here. We'll break this into convert this into ternary. So how we will do that? Just like we convert a number into binary number, now just we'll use 3 here instead of 2. So this is how we will do that. So we'll break the number by dividing and taking its remainder. So 91 dividing by 3, we get 30, and we got remainder here, that is 1. Okay, now again we will break this with 3. Now we will get 10, and remainder will be 0. Again we will break with 3. We will only break with 3 here because it's a ternary. Now again what we get 3 and remainder 1. Then at last we again break this into now we get 1. Okay, so remainder is 0. Now we'll take this number, what we get 1 0. Okay, we will take in this in reverse order, 1 0 1 0 and 1. Okay, as the number is break has been able to break into 1 and 0 numbers, we will print true here. Every time remainder is greater than 1 and 0, it will be printed as false. Okay, here we got only 1 and 0, so we will return true here. Okay, again we will check with our second example here again. Our number was 21. Okay, so we will do the same thing that we did earlier again. But we get 21. Okay, so now we break into okay, we get 2 here, and remainder here was 0, here was 1. Okay, so what we got, as 2 is less than 3, so we will stop here. Now we will print this. We get I mean not print, we'll just take this number. We get 2 1 and 0. Okay, as it's 2 is greater than 1 and 0, so we will print false here. The code part, actually it's a very simple code. It's just 2-3 lines of code. We'll use like while loop here. Okay, n will be greater than 0. Now we'll check with the condition if our uh, okay, we'll breaking this into ternary, right? So we will write n modulus 3, okay, equals 2 from the hint. Now we'll return false. Okay, otherwise we'll divide it with 3, right, and we'll return with our true. I think it's should work. We can now directly submit it. Again, syntax error here. Login.